It is time to declutter my life. I've decided it's time to let go of some of the beauty items that have kind of been hiding away and kind of creating clutter in my beauty studio. Some of these items are things I've had for a really long time and they've kind of just gotten shoved away. I didn't realize I still had them. I'm ready to let go of. Some of these things I've had forever and knew I had and I'm ready to also let go of. And other things are just kind of clogging up my workflow and they need to go. It's time to go. That all being said, I do feel like I'm approaching this declutter a little bit differently. I'm not trying to go for minimal. Let's be real, I'm not a minimalist, okay? And I'm okay with that. So it's definitely not about having the smallest amount of stuff possible, but I do want to remove items that I feel like aren't serving me. Maybe they don't fit my lifestyle. I don't feel like they fit into any of the videos I'm wanting to create, anything like that. Products that don't bring me joy, maybe I dislike them, or maybe they're just lackluster overall and I don't find myself really wanting to use them. And overall, I just want to make space for more deserving items because with this job, there is always kind of an influx of products and that's just the reality of it. And I want to make sure I'm able to pass things on in the best condition and keep my space and mind organized and at peace and with a better workflow. That's like what I've been working on the last year, is really figuring out what will work for me. And I feel like this is part of it. So today we're going to be tackling these kind of like hidden cluttery areas that I knew existed, don't get me wrong, but I think because they're kind of in drawers, in back areas, I just don't have to confront them very often and I want to just go through them. I have tons of storage in this studio, like that is a big part of organizing and kind of keeping everything at bay and easy to find and manageable. But with that, I don't want to organize things and have them in drawers when I don't need them, I don't want them. So that means I have tons of brushes to go through. That's a really big part of this video, as well as my nail polishes, and I also have some samples. I will be doing my full makeup collection declutter soon. It'll definitely be within the year, so stay tuned for that. If you're excited, that'll be really in depth with swatches. I'm really excited to do that as well. But honestly, I was doing this already and I thought I would just take you guys along. I know a lot of you like declutters and I hope you can take from this what you will and what's helpful. So anyway, let's get into it. All right, I thought I would start off by showing you the bin I've already been putting stuff into. So this has been a bit of a process. I've been organizing stuff in this room for a while now, and this is stuff I've already kind of decided is ready to go. I have a bunch of Lush bath bombs. I was getting the subscription box for a little bit, which I don't necessarily suggest, although I did find one of my favorite fragrances through that box, so I'm grateful for that. But I don't know, man. I realized that there's only a few Lush scents I actually like. They were sending some funky scents to me, so hopefully someone else can find some use and love with these. Everyone has a different scent profile. You know how it goes. I've gone through my hair stuff even a little bit to pass some stuff on. Dumping this big old brown bag out. Oh my gosh, it's never ending. There's already some skincare in here from Kate Somerville. I had some different stuff from Yes Style that they sent me that I thought I could pass on. It was like this whole cheese collection, which was actually kind of cute, but there are some different ColourPop collections in here, some lip products. All this stuff is very minimally used and I feel like it can be passed on nicely. So I have lots of different makeup items here. These might have been seen in past declutters, but this is part of what's going for sure. I also went through some of my unopened skincare that I don't think I'll have time to get to and still is good that I can pass on. So some Beauty Stat stuff. I have some Versed products here, some Derma E and Good Molecules. So I have that stuff. Not all of it is used, some of it is new. But anyway, I just wanted to show you kind of where I'm going to be putting everything, but let's get started on actually getting rid of stuff. And I want to start with the samples. It might seem silly to start with the samples, but truly I feel like it's metaphorical. You know what I mean? Like, I actually recently organized this, so you might be like, man, it looks so nice, and it does, because I went through and I organized stuff. This is like skincare, some more makeup-y type products, again, more makeup type stuff that's not foundation, hair products, more makeup, foundations, so many foundations, concealers, base products back there, and then I have some like body care stuff on the side here, and these little packets are just a around, okay? They're everywhere. So I definitely need a place to keep them, but I don't need a whole drawer like this for them. And the reality is I just don't use these. I don't enjoy using foil samples for the most part. It's very rare. And when I do, I use it almost immediately. It's something I want to use that bad. Some of these, I mean, I have this in the full-size product. I don't need this, you know? So I want to pass these on. I mean, hopefully my friends and family can find a way to use them. Maybe they love using samples like this and they want to test out some of these products. I mean, there's like Boom Boom Cream samples, which is a great product. So, you know, I hope people will enjoy it. There's some of these KP bump erasers from First Aid Beauty, which I love this product. So it's like, I don't necessarily need these. Sometimes these are good for travel, don't get me wrong, but I really feel like these just add to more clutter and just more decisions I have to make of like where to put them, what to do with them, all of that. And then usually the times I could use these, I'm not even remembering to. So I just feel like it's better for me to make a decision just to kind of like overall, I don't really use these unless I'm using them immediately. So I'm going to be getting rid of all of them, all of these samples, you guys. It is so freaking many. It's official. I'm even ripping off the little tag. No more samples, at least in that drawer. It's not happening. All right, kind of a weird angle, but all of this is gonna go. And again, I know this seems simple. I know I'm not trying to just get rid of everything to do it, but this one feels more like clearing brain space for me in a way. Like I just personally don't need brain space for all of this or physical space for all of this. And I'm ready to not store this. So these are all going. It's so interesting. I'm like, you know, getting these collected to go. And like this one here, it's such a sturdy sample. Like it feels substantial. Like maybe I do want to try it. And that's what I get tricked into every single time with these. Like even with some of these Byredo products, like they've been very generous in giving some samples, which is really nice. But again, they just have to go. Even things like these Aesop ones. Like I love Aesop. I love the hand soap. I love so many products, but these just, they don't work for me. They do not work. I'm realizing how much right now I truly dislike the process of using these little samples and having them around. And then I feel like, well, not all the product's gone. I got to keep it. And then I just have trash laying around. It's like, I can't have that many decisions again. So for the third time, why is there so much emphasis on samples? You got me, guys. You got me, but no more. No more. I figured that while we're here, I'll just bring out these brushes. So I have an insane amount of brushes, to be honest. I'm lucky enough that so many of them have been gifted to me from brands. I also had my own kit, makeup kit, so I have brushes from that. I have brushes from BoxyCharm. I have brushes, I don't know, they just collect, okay? They collect, and because they're useful tools, I keep them around. I think this might have been from a brush declutter in the past, and then my intention, you wanna know my intention? Was to clean all these so that I could then pass them on. It's either that or I was like, I'll clean these at some point, and I just had too many brushes, so I was like, I'll deal with that later. And alas, here we are. So I need to go through these. I'm just gonna set these to the side now because I'm gonna put probably all my brushes together. I'm really gonna go through them and really make sure I'm only keeping the brushes I truly love, truly use. There's so many good brushes here, and I'm gonna make sure I actually clean these. I'm gonna just make a day of it, clean whatever brushes I don't need so that my friends and family can really get some nice tools. So I'm gonna put this to the side. I think though, since we're here, look at all these lashes, guys. I don't wear lashes, and a lot of these are from my makeup days, like makeup artistry days. I always had tons of lashes with me depending on what a client wanted, if I was doing stuff for camera, if I was doing something more glam, all of that. So I have a lot from there. I had some for Halloween looks, and so I think though, I just don't see myself doing anything with most of these lashes. I'm gonna keep some, but I don't need this many, and again, I think I could pass them on. I'd rather pass them on. So a little bit of an impromptu lash declutter while we're here. I am gonna keep all of the BK Beauty and Risa Does makeup collab. These are really beautiful, and I feel like if I'm gonna go for a full glam moment, I'm gonna wanna try one of these out and see how they are. So I'm gonna keep all of those. There's 4 different styles. I have some here from Natasha Denona. These were like free when you order. So I'm gonna keep the more wispy ones. They also are like a smaller band, which I love, and I'm gonna pass on these ones. They're just a little more intense. These are from Lily Lashes. Those are also really pretty. I'm gonna put them in the maybe pile right now because there's a lot to look at. These look like some more Lily lashes, and they're not on the base anymore. So I don't know if I've used those or not. I think maybe I tried them on. I don't know. I'm going to probably have to get rid of those though. I can't really pass them on, and I'm not going to keep them around. So those are going to go. These are from Bright Lashes. I'm going to pass those on. These are lashes from Alter Ego. I'm going to pass those on. I have some from Monda. I have more Alter Ego. All those are gonna go. The Ardell double wispies and the regular demi wispies and the individuals, those are my favorite. So I'm gonna be keeping some of those. I'm gonna keep these double up wispies. These are what I love to use on people when I would do makeup. I loved the double ups if they wanted something intense. I liked the demi wispies for just like a nice look. I love that the band is clear. I feel like they could still look intense but more natural. Like, I just love a demi wispy. Okay, so I'm gonna keep 2 of these. I'm not gonna keep more than that though, of the double up, like of any style, just because again, realistically, like I've had these for years and I still haven't used them, so I don't need to hoard them. But also I don't mind having them just in case, like I have the room for that type of storage. I just want it to be things I actually would genuinely use. I don't need all the other things around it that I'm gonna sift through to find, you know, this. Some AOA lashes, those are gonna go. These are from Vegas Nay in collaboration with Eylure. I'm gonna pass those on. These from Ardell, these are the accent ones. They're like a half lash. These I think I'm gonna pass on. I love something a little bit more like less uniform, I guess. Like these have a very similar cut across the top and I just don't love that as much, so that I'm gonna pass on. Clusters are so nice if you're looking for a really natural lash. You can put these under your lashes or on top. These I used a ton as well, especially because I did a lot more natural looks or for camera and it wasn't always like full glam, so I'm gonna keep those. I also have these which are like individuals, but they're not. They're double individuals. They're like, yeah, doubles. So I'm gonna keep those. These are some Ardell natural lashes. I don't love those as much as the demi wispy, so I'm gonna get rid of those. Hopefully someone can get some use out of them. More naturals I'm gonna get rid of. The wispies I'm gonna keep. They're pretty long. They look very doe-eyed, but I'm gonna keep those. All right, here we are. We have natural multi-pack. There's a used one and I'm gonna get rid of maybe that one and pass on the other 2 though. And then I have a demi wispies pack. I'm gonna keep that, and I'm also gonna get rid of this natural one. All right, here we are. Some more wispies, some demi wispies. I feel like I can pass these demi wispies on because I literally have a full pack of them. So I'm gonna get rid of those and I'll keep these. These are some more like individual lashes. I don't know, should I keep these? They're $2.99. I probably would just go for the Ardell ones between them, so I'll pass those on. Oh, there's more, you guys. They're all the way to the back. They're hidden in the back. Okay, we're getting into some like Halloween moments in a second. These intense, fun, good for a more fun look. So I don't know, it's in a maybe pile. I don't normally do these looks, but sometimes it's fun. These I'm gonna pass on. These ones also kind of fun. These ones also kind of fun. I might keep these. I'm telling you, it's hard for me, you guys. It's so hard to let go of stuff sometimes, even if you know you're not going to use it. But these, I think, can go. They're intense. They're fun. They're definitely a look, but I think they can go. Oh, I have some magnetic lashes from Ardell. I want to keep those just in case I want to try them. Some more Monda. I'm going to pass those on. Okay, this packaging has seen better days. This is like a Flutter lash. I don't think I've used these, so I'm gonna pass those on though. They're pretty like thick. Some double ups, very thick. I'm gonna pass those on. Okay, look how fun those are. Glitter lashes. Maybe I'll keep those. Some more AOA lashes, and then last back here, oh, look at those. I think these were from iMats. I did a look for iMats back in the day, and I had a lot of different lash options, and I think I bought these. It was kind of like this dolly kind of inspired look. Anyway, I think I'm ready to pass those on. They're fun, but I'm gonna pass them on. All right, let's see what goes in here. I'm also gonna rip off this brushes sticker because this isn't brushes. All right, I've made even more decisions here. I'm gonna pass on all of these, actually, even the glitter lashes, I know. Okay, I might not pass on the lily lashes, but these are gonna go. I decided to refine. Again, I feel like one of the things I'm also keeping in mind for some things is like letting go now. And if, maybe in the future you do need it, but like, is hoarding it for 5 years the way to go? I don't know. I don't know if that's the way to go for me. Some things it's better to, if, and it's a big if, the occasion occurs, to, you know, figure it out then instead of preparing for it now. Again, that doesn't apply to all things, but you know, I'm just learning that if you hold on to everything for the if, when, maybe, you just don't have room to live your life in the now. So anyway, I'm gonna keep that one though. Keeping some different wispies. And yeah, that's all of the lashes I'm gonna keep. Still a decent amount for sure, especially for someone who literally never wears them, but I feel like I have a nice selection. And if I were gonna do like a friend's makeup for something, I definitely have some options to pull from too. So I feel great about that. This is the declutter pile, okay? Oh my gosh. I was unexpecting to get rid of lashes and go through those too, so I'm really happy I did. Definitely cleared out a little bit more room in those drawers, so those are all going. All right, we've made our way into the nail polish. These stay in a different place in my closet, but I'm thinking it might be best just to like put them all on the floor, see what I like, see what I don't, get into the nitty gritty that way. So I'm gonna remove everything and put it all on the floor. Oh my gosh, for someone who, well, I actually have been doing my nails more recently. I do go to the salon usually, so I'm not necessarily painting them from home, but this is a lot. This is a lot. I used to more regularly paint my nails, and I'm even noticing like this nail polish here has a little green sticker. This is when I used to project pan, and I would like mark which ones I've used and all this stuff. So that feels like a lifetime ago, like so long ago. I definitely want to just cull this a little bit so that way I don't have this much. There's some repeat colors, similar colors, and again, I am getting into doing my nails more. I really do enjoy having my nails done and all of that, but a lot of the times I am either putting on press-ons or I'm going to the salon, so I want to keep that in mind, and I know I definitely can pass some of this stuff on. Oh my gosh, look at this blast from the past, Lime Crime nail polish. Did you guys even know that they made nail polish at one point? Yeah. I have this. I think I have some others. I don't think I need these colors personally. I found a pink one. I have this orange one, and I also have a blue one. I think I might keep one only for makeup memories. So it's not gonna be in my collection. I kind of have like a little keepsake box. So I'm gonna pick one color and put in there just because I feel like these definitely are like a timepiece to me. Like memories immediately come up. So I might keep the purple one actually, and then I'm gonna pass those on if they're good. I don't know. I'll see if people like my mom thinks these are good to pass on. They need to be shaken up for sure. An oldie but a goodie, Pacific Blue from Sally Hansen. I have to keep this one. I feel like this Color Club is similar, but I'm definitely gonna keep the Sally Hansen. I'll probably keep the Color Club as well. I like this blue a lot. I'm trying to figure out what the best way to like go through this would be because I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. So I think I'm gonna separate it by color category so I can kind of see what I have. Since I'm not necessarily loyal to a specific brand, although I do have a lot of Butter London and I intend to probably keep a lot of those, but we'll just see. I'm gonna try to sort them out. I think that'll be easier to process. All right, I added a white background so I could more easily see the colors, and hopefully you guys can too. I'm gonna zoom us in though and we'll go through category. I'm gonna start with yellows and greens, I guess, because I think it'll be the easiest. I have a lot of Butter London in this category for some reason. I think I'm gonna pass on this yellow because I don't think I'm gonna use it. That's called Cheeky Chop, so that's going. There are just so many memories tied to these colors. I don't know if you were around when Butter London was like the polish. I'm gonna keep Wallace, especially with fall coming up. Like, I think it's an inspiring color, so that's staying. Hen Party's one of those like topper type shades, so I'm gonna keep that. The irony of me having like the most fucked up nail polish. This is just like a soft gold. I think I'm gonna pass that on. And then this one's called the Full Monty, which is a gold. It's a little more shimmery than that last one, so I'm gonna keep that. So keeping 3. Lots of green polishes to go through. I have quite a few of these What's Up Beauty polishes, and the ones I've used are really pretty, so I'm probably gonna keep most of them. They're kind of duochromatic and kind of fun, so I'm gonna keep that. These are pretty similar. One is from the Nicki Minaj collection, did it on them, so I'm gonna keep that one for sure. The other one is a color, like you guys know, This type of color is something I wear a lot, so I think I might actually keep both. I know that seems redundant, but they're slightly different. This one's more murky, this one's like brighter, and you know, if I get the hankering to paint my nails, a chartreuse color is probably what it's gonna be. I like this green too from Butter London. I like this green. This is more of like a muted green. This is Bossy Boots. This is Jaded Jack. I think I might keep all of these. It's like Boxcar. British Racing Green. I'm gonna keep all of those. I tried. I feel like I can do some damage with these ones. So I have two different blacks. One's from Lottie London, one's from China Glaze. I'm literally gonna keep the Lottie London one because it's smaller. Like that, it takes up less space. So that's gonna go. And I'm keeping Lottie London. I also have two of these white polishes. I don't know which one's better. This is a gift, this is PR. So I kind of want to go with the Sally Hansen. And I'm going to get rid of the Lottie, even though the Lottie London is smaller. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the Sally Hansen. I have a few different gray polishes. I like this one from Sally Hansen, like this color. It's like almost a blue purple gray. This is one from Deborah Lippmann. I have a Butter London. I'm gonna keep this one. I don't know if I should keep the Essie or the Deborah Lippmann for like a more muted gray. This one's more green. This one is kind of just, I don't know, neutral in a way to me. I think I'm gonna keep the Essie. I'm gonna get rid of these two. This clear coat I'm gonna get rid of. I have a ton of clear coats. This is a cuticle remover. I don't need that, which leads us over into taupes. This is the category of nail polish I used to see like my grandma have, and I'd be like, these are the ugliest colors. I'd be like, what are, like, why would anyone wear these? Where's the fun? And obviously now I get it. I like these a lot. These are definitely colors I gravitate to, so we'll see what I actually get rid of. This is Don't Touch My Tutu, which is kind of like a semi-sheer white. I'm gonna keep that. Another What's Up Beauty one, keeping that. These are both What's Up Beauty also, but they're more cream finishes, so they don't have shimmer. I'm gonna keep both of those. These Lights Lacquer ones are okay, but I think I'm gonna pass them on just because, again, I have so many of these types of taupes and nudes, and I don't know which ones suit my skin tone best, to be honest. I haven't used enough of them, or it's been a long time since I've used some of them, so I just think I'll go with other ones and see. So even though I used one of those and I did like it, okay, but let's see. This I put in there because it's just a rose gold kind of color, but I'm going to keep that one from Orally. This is All About That Base from Deborah Lippmann, and then this one's Shifting Sands. I also have Fashion and Love in the Dunes. I don't even know when these came out, if they're still available. I do kind of think they're fun, so I might keep all those. I'll get rid of the Lottie London. Butter London one's kind of interesting because it has a little bit of a sheen, like a golden sheen in this kind of taupey color I'm kind of interested in. And then I have two Essies, which are more like whites or so, you know, off-white, like this is an off-white, almost gray. This is kind of pinky. I don't know. I'm going to keep those. Okay. Let's move to lavenders and purples of sorts. Bahama Mama, you guys. Bahama Mama. Do you guys remember the, like, everyone raved about this. It looks like this is pretty dry, though. You can bring polishes back from the dead, you know, with a little polish thinner, but I think that one's pretty much done. I am going to keep this Butter London one though. This is in the shade Queen Vic. I don't think I need the laces on us. I know fall's coming and maybe this is a color I might wear, but I don't think so. I'm going to let that one go. And then I think all of these I am going to keep. I have a What's Up Beauty. Again, really pretty duochrome. This is from Illamasqua and it looks like a robin's egg. I have a green one too I'm going to keep. Butter London in like a metallic lavender, but this one's more warm tone. This one's more cool tone from Essie. I don't know. I'm going to keep those for now. We have a bunch of mints and baby blues and deep blues. So what can we get rid of? This Too Yacht to Handle, that's gonna go. Oh my gosh, everyone loved Mint Candy Apple. That's gonna go. This is Slapper from Butter London. This is Blagger. I think I'm gonna pass on both of those. I don't know. I don't see myself necessarily reaching for them. Maybe Slapper. I used to like that color a lot, but I don't think so. This Deborah Lippmann polish has a special place in my heart. I got this when I turned 21 when I went to Vegas. This was like what I picked up on my trip to remember it by because this was so expensive and I was like, oh my gosh, you know. It's so funny. This is Mermaid Tail, Mermaid Dream, Mermaid's Dream. It's really pretty. I'm going to keep that one. It's funny because now I'd probably pick up a fragrance because I love picking up fragrances on my trips, but yeah, I'm keeping that. These are some darker navy blues. I'm going to keep the Butter London, get rid of this Sally Hansen. Some Essie blues. This is Dive Bar. I think I'm going to keep that one. This is Aruba blue. I'm going to pass on This one is Blue Rhapsody. I think I'm also going to get rid of. And then this one is in the Cabana, which I remember, again, like loving that color. But I'm going to pass all those on and just keep Dive Bar. This one from Butter Linen, I'm keeping it. Reminds me of the blueberry milk nails that were so popular. It's like the literal perfect color. It's called Sprague, so I'm keeping that. And I'm also keeping this Illamasqua. All right, here are the kind of reds. This one's Coca-Cola Red from OPI. I'm gonna keep that. This one's Ruby Pumps, which is like glittery. That one's really pretty too. I even like this, like a deeper red. I don't know, I kind of like all of these. Macbeth is pretty. This deeper color is pretty. I don't know. I think also with like fall coming up, I kind of want to keep them, but let me go through pinks and see. I think I'm going to get rid of Macbeth from Butter Linen because I really love Ole Caliente. I remember loving this shade and they're very similar, so I'm going to keep the Essie one. A classic Flip Flop Fantasy. I'm going to keep that one. That's just like summer, even though it chips like crazy. Shocking Pink is also pretty fun. It's a little bit more cool tone, so I'm going to keep that one too. This kind of salmony pink, I don't think I'm into. Another one I used to love, Trout Pout, so that's going to go. Teddy Girl's a classic. I'm going to keep that. Mod About You is also classic. Going to keep that. Pink Friday is from the Nicki Minaj, but I think I can let go of that one. I like the chartreusey one better, and I have pinks like this. I think out of all these pinks, I'm only going to keep French Affair. I'm going to pass on the rest. I am going to keep Lying Around though. I remember liking that shade a lot. Splash of Grenadine. This one is Deli Dance. This one is Yours, Your Hut or Mine. All those are gonna go. I think both these are fun, but I think I'm gonna stick with the more pink, like the lighter pink, and I'll get rid of the other one. This one's Primrose Hill Picnic, and the other one is called Snog. So I'm getting rid of Snog. And last here we have some like glittery shades. I don't tend to wear these that much. These were like all I used to want and wear, though. It's so funny. This is Witch is Witch, which I think was from like the Oz collection, so that's gonna go. I do want to keep Teenage Dream though from OPI. This is a Katy Perry collection. I also really love Tarte with a Heart, so that's gonna stay. Muppets World Tour can go. These two are essentially dupes of each other. From Essie, this is called On a Silver Platter, and then from Maybelline, this one's, I don't know what it is. Lavishly Lilac. They're so similar. I'm gonna see which one has a better consistency because I think the Essie one was kind of drying out on me, and the Maybelline seems like it's going pretty strong. This Essie one was one of my faves, but I think it's so gloopy. So I'm gonna keep the Maybelline one. I'll get rid of the Essie. I mean, look how pretty that is. It's so beautiful. I'm bringing everything back. I want to do one last kind of pass over everything just to make sure, because again, realistically, I'm not really painting my nails that much and I'm trying to keep it slimmer rather than not, again, so the last life that these have can be used by people actually. This one from Sally Hansen can go. I just missed that one. I got the What's Up in Beauty ones together. I'm gonna get rid of this green one. I really like this neutrally one. I love this. This is pretty, but I just don't know if I'll pick it, so I'm gonna let that go. I'm also gonna get rid of all three of the Deborah Lippmann. Just keep this one. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that one too. And I'm getting rid of these. I'm not sure metallic purple's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna get rid of those. All right, that second pass felt really good. All right, I fit everything in here. I'm gonna get rid of these two, even the other Illamasqua. I mean, this is maybe the actual robin's egg color, but I got rid of that one, kept the purple, and then I'm getting rid of Ruby's slippers. So that is all of, oh no, I also have these, I forgot. I'm just gonna keep the Sally Hansen, get rid of the Color Club. All right, we got it to fit. That's all my nail polishes now. I feel like this is still lots of fun colors to pick from, but considering again how much I'm actually using them, it's definitely not overwhelming. And you know, I feel like I have a few colors to pick from in each category, but nothing too overwhelming, and I feel good about it. And these are all of the nail polishes I'm getting rid of, like tons. All of these, if they're good, are gonna get passed on, which feels so good. I definitely got rid of quite a bit. I do still have some press-ons, so I'm gonna keep keep a lot of these just because I don't know what I like yet. Although I will say I do tend to like just getting my nails done more than anything. I'm still gonna keep some around. This I'm probably gonna get rid of. These ones from Lottie London, I think I'm gonna pass on. I do like these heart ones though. Those are cute. I'm gonna keep those. The glazed donut, so cute. I'm gonna keep those. I used these ones before and they were pretty. They stayed on decently well for, they have like a sticker, which I actually really like overall. I don't know, I get like freaked out to glue things to my nail. I get, even though I do like dip or acrylic or just different things, I don't know why gluing things to my nails like gives me anxiety. It's like a Halloween set. Okay, these stickers are gonna go. I just don't think I'm gonna use them. Oh my gosh, Sephora X. I got that in an influencer box so long ago. Like these are all gonna go. I'm just gonna keep the Sesh V as a top coat. I also have this OPI as a top coat. I'll keep that one too just in case the Sesh V gets dried out. I have a matte one. I'll keep that. All right, this is a little more organized, better than how it was. Well, guys, we're on to brushes. In all transparency, it's the next day. We are here with fresh eyes, ready to go. And to be quite honest, the amount of brushes I have is frankly unhinged and uncalled for. It is so many, okay? So I am excited though. This one gets me really excited. I'm so grateful for all the tools I have. I actually have just so many great ones here, but I'm hoping to really narrow down. I have my favorites, and although I do find it nice to have a lot of options for brushes, it also kind of promotes me to not wash them as often when I can just grab for a new brush, and I really don't want to settle. I always feel the best when I'm using my favorite brushes, the ones that I know get the exact work I want done on my face, whether it's my eyes, my face, whatever. So we're gonna go through it all. I have this here. This is what was in my bathroom. I still have this whole bag situation. I also have this like spinny thing, which I keep where I'm doing my makeup for like camera. So it's honestly a lot. Also, these are all dirty. I'm going to wash the ones I'm decluttering after, and I'm also gonna wash the ones for me after too, so I can have some fresh, nice brushes. I think I'm gonna get them just like sorted out initially because it is definitely, I'm already overwhelmed. So yeah. All right, so it's kind of a mess. I know for sure, like I want to keep all of my BK Beauty brushes. These are my favorite brushes. I like my Sigma ones also, but I feel like the BK Beauty ones are just softer overall. I tend to like more of the shapes. I feel like it has a better selection. I don't know. I really have had literally no problems. It's only been amazing experiences with all my BK Beauty brushes. I am affiliated with them, but I'm also affiliated with Sigma, and I prefer my BK Beauty ones truly. So I'm keeping all of those. The 105 is great. You guys know I have like travel size ones, so that's kind of like a no-brainer, and I really want these to kind of build out the base of my brushes. I feel like they offer really a great selection, while also I don't feel like there's too much overlap or anything like that either. So I'm keeping all of those. I'll have to do like a full-on brush video at some point, like my faves and what I use shapes for and densities and just all the stuff about brushes, because you really don't need a million brushes. Like if you just want to invest in like 10, I feel like you could get 10 really great brushes, enough shapes and densities to really do anything you wanted. So, but the number one brush, I think, or at least one of my favorites, is the 208. It is so good. I have like 3 of these, and I always lose them because they're so tiny, but that's what makes this little angle brush so great for a mini baby wing. I know you know if you watch my channel because I talk about it a lot, but these really are some of my faves. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna separate eye brushes from face brushes, because after I like separate these out, and for the things that I'm kind of like, what should I do? Should I keep? Should I not? I am going to then take those brushes, see what shapes I have, what's similar, and kind of narrow down even more that way is what I'm thinking. Again, it's kind of overwhelming, to be honest, with how much is here. And I have a lot of these up here. I'm not trying to flip you off, but these brushes, I know I use these a lot, but I know I have similar shapes. I think I have this like fear though, like, oh, I won't have enough brushes. So I kind of want to prove to myself I do have enough brushes, and then I just have to actually clean them. I don't need 7 pencil brushes, even though I use those a lot, you know? All right, so these are all from this pile. I think there will be even more when I go through other stuff, but from this pile, the BK Beauty brushes, not only the regular line, but also the Angie Hot and Flashy, which are all really amazing as well. Those I am keeping. Next things I know I wanna pick out, like I'm gonna keep all my Singe Beauty brushes. I really do like these eye brushes, and these are nice and small, so it's another one that kind of gives me reason that I can like let some of these other brushes go. So keeping those, there's only one in this batch, but again, there'll be more. I also have some brand specific brushes that I actually think are good enough to keep. So this Makeup Forever one, I really love the shape of this. It also has like a floppiness to it that's really nice, and I like that. I like that the way the bristles pick up powder here, it's like angled, so I can just tap it on my face, but it's covering in a really nice way for powder. So love that, and it also lets me know that I'll use this brush over this brush. They're not the same, this one's fluffier, so I feel like that makes it good for bronzer, whereas I don't know if I'd bronze with this necessarily. It's not fluffy enough, it's a little more dense, but I think I can let go of that brush. Some other brand specific, I have some from Phytosurgeons, and I feel like I want to keep them. I think I have both. I think they have two brushes, and I think I have both of them. So I'm going to keep that one. And I'm also keeping my Persona brushes just because they're dual-ended. These do work well for travel, and I don't know, they're kind of cute. I also feel like, I don't know, let me know what you guys think, but I feel like double-ended brushes are like for cool girls. Like all the cool girls who don't have a shit ton of makeup and like still do a pretty face and just kind of like throw shit in their bag, they're always rocking the dual-ended brushes, you know what I mean? Like they're pretty like beat up and stuff in their bags, but they come out with some good looks. I don't know, there's something to it is what I'm trying to say, and I'm keeping them. I think the last two big ones, like brand specific, are these two. So this one is from Odin's Eye. It's nice and small. They're just so soft, and I just really love them. I have another one I'm probably gonna keep, and then this one's Kaleidos. This is just a unique brush to my collection is why I wanna keep it. It is duo fiber. It has like a whimsy nature to it, so I get a nice softer application, especially for highlighter is what I like this for. I can really run my brush in, but it gives me a nice, not too opaque of an application. So I like both of those. As for what's here, I'm gonna make a maybe pile, and that includes a lot of these bigger face brushes from Sigma. This is the F50. These are both duo fiber brushes. This is the like contour F53 Air. I definitely use them when they're in my collection because I need new brushes, you know, mine are dirty. Okay, let's go for a new brush. But I don't know, I don't feel like I have a ton of dual fiber overall, and I kind of like that, or I want to have them in case I want to, you know, switch to a dual fiber application for my foundation. I don't know. I just kind of want to hold on to these while I look through the rest, because this might seem like I'm keeping a lot, but this section and also the one that's in the spinner, those are going to be my most used brushes, whereas that bag, it mostly should be Declutter, but I do want to go through it and just make sure. So these are going to go in a maybe. The other brushes I really do like are my natural hair brushes, and I know I'm going to keep all of those because they're just such good quality overall. I have quite a few Refer brushes here. This is Refer, right? Yeah, this is like older Refer, I think. I really do like the Refer brushes. Some of them shed on me still, even to this day, but this I love for blush. I love it for bronzer. I love the eye brushes as well. They just are really great. They really are. So definitely keeping those. The other natural hair brushes that I have are from What's Up Beauty, and I find these also just amazing quality, amazing cuts. So if you want to try something other than Refer, the only other experience I have with natural hair are the What's Up Beauty ones, and I think, again, they're just so good. They are literally so good. If you're wondering like where to start, I would invest in eye brushes first, to be honest. I do think I prefer those, and they're usually a little bit cheaper than a face brush of natural hair. But again, I really do love them, and they're something I didn't try until they were sent to me, but I can see why people love them. This is my cream bronzer brush from Ella Cosmetics. They're an Australian brand, and this is for sure I'm keeping. Like, I don't know if I'll keep any other brushes from them, even though they're great quality. This brush though, there's something about it. It is equal parts dense, but not too dense. It's not like the Kabuki brush here, and it has like the rounded edges. It just works so well. I can't give it up. I love it. These little weirdo brushes from Sigma, they have that kind of weird angle on them, and at first, you know, I'm like, what the heck do you do with that? But you know what I love these for, and I've recently realized, for around my nose, when I just need to add a dab of concealer or even blend a little bit out, especially around my piercing. So those actually, I'm gonna keep both of them. There's something about them. I can get into like my little crease crease and kind of blend out stuff. So I figured out the use for them, because for a long time I'm sitting here like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? I love this highlighter brush from Sigma, definitely keeping that. Okay, what is this, the E40? I think that's what it is. Yeah, this is so rubbed off. Classic, keeping that. I do like this brush too, but I'm gonna put that to the side, these to the side, and we'll really get into the rest of the brushes. I've only told you what I'm keeping. When it comes to the things I'm getting rid of, I mean, it's a mix of a ton of stuff here. It's a mix of a ton of stuff. This Kosas brush, what is that? What do you do with this? I mean, you could do like a nose contour, I guess. What do you do? Lots of like fluffy blending brushes, which are great. There's nothing necessarily wrong with them. I just have ones I prefer more. These are mostly no name. This is Kaleidos. This is Sephora brand. This is Random. This is, I think, one I got through Ipsy. An Ella Cosmetics. This one I think is Odin's Eye. This one's actually Sigma, but it's a concealer brush. I don't really use this kind of flat paddle, and I'm pretty sure I can find one from BK Beauty. Really, every single angle brush, it just can't compare to the BK Beauty one, so why am I even keeping it when I'm always just like wishing I was using that? An angled blush brush, love this, but I also, again, love my BK Beauty one, and I also have one from REFERRAL, so that's going. You already saw the e.l.f. one. This Sigma brush, I just think the cut is so choppy, gross. Like, I don't like the bristles. I don't like the density. I don't know really what you do with this. It's a contour, chiseled cheek. I'm not contouring. I guess it does work for that, but that's not really something I do. And then I end up using it for highlighter and random shit when I'm desperate, and I don't even love the way it looks. Like, I mean, I can turn out a look, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, why am I doing that to myself? So those for sure are gonna go. I also have this blinged brushes, which is so pretty, don't get me wrong, but again, they just take up a lot of space. Also, I just don't necessarily need this vanity wise. I just would rather fit more brushes, but so pretty. All right, I'm gonna do the spinner next, because I do feel like, ooh, some of these are actually clean. Like, look at this clean brush from What's Up Beauty. Oh, so soft, it's so good. These I'm probably gonna keep a decent amount of, but I guess we'll see. And this will really prove to me that I don't need to keep those other eye brushes, I think. Why am I doing them this way? What am I doing? It's chaos. Wow. If you're wondering, I got this from like TJ Maxx or something, Marshall's, one of those, Home Goods. I saw one there recently actually, so I like this better than the other thing I have with the beads. Hate the beads. I'll never do it again. I'm actually looking for better storage. So if you have a way that you store, I mean, as much as I'm decluttering, it will still be an obscene amount of brushes. Oh shit, they're flying everywhere. If you have a way that you store them that you really like, that does not include the beads, because I can't stand it, let me know. Let me know if you found a nice storage solution where you can really have them separated in a way that's nice, because I'm looking for that next step, I feel like. Okay, let's get these actually situated normal. All right, and now to organize at least an initial situation. All right, I moved it up. So this is what I want to all keep. This is kind of a lot. It feels like a lot. So what I'm going to do, we're going to have to do like multiple passes. I think that's the best way. I'm just going to get all of the eye brushes. So another one of my little angle, love it. Again, same brands here. What's Up Beauty. This one is actually not. It's a bodyography brush, but it's really good. So I want to keep that. Same with this e.l.f. Like, so cheap, but so good. Like, that one's so good. But another REFERRAL. We have more BK Beauty. I also have some of the Sigma eye brushes, which I do quite like, especially like more interesting or smaller shapes. So I'm going to gather all those up, and then I can kind of like piece them out. This I keep around because I'm like, what if? It's like that silicone tip. I've never really used it, but I'm like, what if I need what if I need to? That might go, because I feel like I have other stuff. Actually, I'm just gonna make the decision. If you feel like making the decision, do it, girl. No room for hesitation. Also, same with this. This is like an old Coastal Scents brush, but I just love this shape. It's so good for a little lower lash line that's not too like specific, but also not too big. It smudges really nice. More Singe. I also have this like liquid liner kind of a brush. It's like the only one I have like it, so I'm gonna keep that. Okay, so it feels like most of the eye brushes I want to keep are fitting pretty nicely in one quadrant, which is very good. I also have like smaller face brushes, like this one's from Rare Beauty. I definitely want to keep that. It's another brand specific brush I do want to keep. So I'm going to make a little one for like smaller face brushes. Another one of my absolute favorites, this is from the Angie Hot and Flashy collection from BK Beauty, the A506. So good for concealer or brightener on the eye. It has a really nice angle. It also has some soft rounded edges, which I feel like just make it so easy to blend in without using your finger. So love that. Some specific brand ones. I'm keeping these two Jones Road. I don't know. I need to figure out what powder brush I am going to keep, although I feel like I have enough between all the BK Beauty ones, but I might keep a couple of these really bigger ones. I just don't know which one yet, so I'm putting it off to the side. And then also my other fave, BK Beauty. This is the Angie Hot and Flashy A507 for cream blush. Love. I mean, this is already full basically at this point, and I still have more in the other one. But for what I'm getting rid of, I have, let me zoom in a little. I'm going to get rid of this Ella Cosmetics face brush, powder brush. This Yensa one is pretty good for foundation. I just prefer my BK Beauty. I'm not entirely sure where this cut off, so hopefully we didn't miss too much. I went through Refined. This is all we have left in the maybe pile, and now we're on to the final boss, which is this bag. Again, this bag, why do I have it? Why is this here? I feel like I probably decluttered these with you, but if that's true, I don't even want to talk about how many years ago that is. Like, why are they still hidden in my house? Because I'm too ashamed I haven't washed them to give them away. Yikes, you know? So we're changing it today. I doubt much will be pulled from here to keep, but maybe I'll have an epiphany to keep something that I initially thought I wanted to get rid of, but we'll see. I know all the blinged brushes, again, very nice, and I feel like you would think these are gonna fall off. They are so secure. They're so secure, but I think that this would be a fun one to like give away as a set. And again, like, look how pretty that is. Oh, really beautiful. If I had all the space to just even display stuff or whatnot, but I know someone would love these. I know they would, especially once they're nice and sparkly and clean. And it's like a full set. I mean, there are a lot of them. These brushes I'm gonna let go of. These are actually from one of my favorite brands, I feel like, from BoxyCharm to get stuff. It's like something glam, SK Glam maybe. These aren't necessarily my favorite, but again, they're cute. I'm gonna pass those on. I do see some BK Beauty though. Like, what the heck? I want that. What am I doing with my life? Why am I not keeping those? So I'm gonna save those babies. I also might save this freaking brush. We'll see. But some bigger face brushes I don't want to save. These I'm not going to save, even though this Moda one I used to use for bronzer a lot and I really did like that. But I feel like I've been living life without it fine, you know? No need to go back to that place. This is another Sigma flat top, so I can get rid of that. I'm already deciding on one, so I don't need both. Look at this brush. Okay, this one from Ella, I gotta keep it. Maybe I'll keep it. We'll see. That one can go though. Another one I like that. This ColourPop fan brush is really cool. A different shape overall. I have one from Sigma that's kind of similar, not as fanned out, and I feel like I'll use that over this, so I can still get rid of that. This is a cool brush from Sigma, but I feel like I have BK Beauty ones like this, so that can go. This is definitely a unique brush in my collection. I might keep that because I think it could be cool for highlighter. I use it for blush draping sometimes. I don't know, definitely unique, so let's put it to the side. That one's kind of cool. These kind of tapered ones are cool. That can go. I don't even know what that is. This one can go, I think I have 2 of these brushes, so one of them can go. I have a Refer brush here. I think I'm gonna keep that. What am I doing? More of those glittery handled ones. All right, let's see if I can save a few more if there's anything else I want to save. I found some palette knives. I'm gonna keep those. Actually, I can put them just over. Love this Refer brush. Another Refer. Another Refer. I feel like this is a mix of like maybe stuff that really needed to get cleaned and I just put it off to the side because I don't think I intended on getting rid of these. So I'm glad I didn't just, you know, throw it all out. Okay, initial pass, all these Refer brushes, and this is also a mini Sigma. It's the blending E25. I really like that one. I've also noticed some of my Sigma brushes from like years ago, even if they're the same shape or like same number, sometimes they're just like a little bit different, and that one I just feel like has a nice quality to it. So now to get rid of all the no-name ones and kind of just leave the Sigma ones to kind of deal with. AOA, a Kaleidos highlighter brush, which is nice. This is Sigma. We'll just keep it to the side. Then this can go. These are like Wet n Wild brushes. This is Sigma, but it's dual. I think I'm gonna let go of that. It's from the Cinderella collection. And Ella Cosmetics. This is a Medusa's makeup brush. It's really nice. I wonder if this is real hair almost, because it is so nice. I remember loving that brush. Sigma Shorty, I'm gonna let that go. Odin's Eye. Oh, a Patrick Ta brush for brows. Maybe I'll keep that one. Try that out. This little wispy dual fiber guy, that's gonna go. I remember loving that. I think is this Sigma or Ella? Oh, it's Look See, that can go. These little dose of colors, I loved these brushes because it's like so small. That's what I loved about them, but I think I can let them go. Hopefully someone else can get some good use out of them. This Real Techniques brush, the handle's gummy though, so I might just get rid of that one in general. Another Sigma, Elf tweezers, that can go. A scraper, I'm not really interested in doing that right now. Scraping my stuff out, no thank you. This is Sigma, but this is like old. This is like Sigma before I was even doing YouTube videos. I had a Sigma kit and I loved it. Sigma, but I don't really love the shape of that. It's like it's just not a good cut. Or even that soft of a brush on that one. All these Odin's Eye, like they're good, but I don't really need those, so I'm gonna pass those on. Coastal Scents, Look See. This one is Sigma. Again, I don't really love that. It's like the type of hair. I just don't love it. It's kind of stiff. This can go E40. We'll keep that for now. Alter Ego. This Sigma, this is an F40. Or maybe it's an E40, but it's like, yeah, it's an E40. I'll keep that for now. This is Sigma, but dual ended. That can go. Oh, I loved this one back in the day, but I think that can go. Coastal Scents, another Sigma E35. It'll be interesting because some of them are like limited in the gold packaging or this packaging for the Sigma brushes, and I want to see how many duplicates I have, I guess. ColourPop liner, that's actually pretty nice. I guess they do brushes, but I'm gonna let go of that one. I like how small this brush is from Alter Ego. That one's, I might keep actually that one. It's very different from other shapes I have. These can all go. A Sigma E40, another E40. It's so interesting because these E40s are just not that big. I remember the E40 feeling like massive. ColourPop, Clarity, another Ella. This is Ella. Those can go. I don't have a name. That can go. Alter Ego. This Sigma pencil, I might keep that. I do love a pencil. Ofra, that can go. This is just no name, but I used to love it. That can go. Sigma large shader. Let's see if I have any other large shaders. This, a dual brush, that can go, that can go. Okay, pretty good, you guys. That's pretty good overall, I think. Before we bring stuff back out for like a second pass, I want to see, oh, like this kabuki, I think I'm gonna let go. I don't really have anything like it. And there's a part of me that's like, oh, for your body, and it's so soft. It's from Lorac, the Rachel Zoe collection. I do like it, but I don't use these. I mean, I've never really consistently used these types of brushes, so I don't think it's worth bringing back from the dead for me to keep it, you know. I want to see if I can make some decisions before bringing the other brushes into these bigger ones. I have these two, which feel like they're kind of competing overall because they kind of do that bulbous thing. I think I like the Ella one. Oh, this is a little softer, but I feel like this one's more bulbous and I like that. Can't decide yet. I just can't. These are the F30. This is the F28. One's the powder bronzer. One's the large powder. It's just hard. They really need to be washed. They just feel like they have a weird stiffness to them that I don't love, but they also are full of freaking product right now. And this is the Jones Road, the powder brush. This one, it's soft on top. These are not necessarily soft down here. I love the bronzer brush they sent. I think I can get rid of this Jones Road. I think I'm gonna keep these duo fiber brushes just because I don't have anything like it, at least now, right now. This I also kind of like. It's the Skin Perfector. It's like a paddle brush, but it's fluffier. It's not so dense for like a liquid necessarily. We'll keep those Sigma eye brushes to the side. I do want to keep the winged liner brush from Sigma. This is also quite small, which is nice. And I haven't made a wing with that in a long time, and I think I'd like it. Out of these two foundation brushes, I actually think I'm gonna bring back this one. I remember really enjoying it, and I like that I can get into different crevices and stuff with the shape of this as opposed to the flat top. I just don't like that flat edge. I don't like that, so I'm gonna get rid of that. These, we have some tapered brushes, soft blending. This one is tapered highlighter. I kind of like having that. This is an old eyebrow brush I used to use, but I never use it anymore. I don't really do my eyebrows like that, so I can let go of that. Also, when I look back at how I did my eyebrows, do I really want to bring a brush back that's like making that happen? Maybe not. Maybe we let that go, you know? Okay, then these look the same. F10, what's this? Please be an F10 so I can make my decision easier. F10, they're both F10s. I'm gonna let go of the sparkly one. I just feel like I'm sure someone would like the sparklier one. This is the large angled contour brush. I kind of like that. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I'm going to bring back now all my face brushes. I know this is like the longest video of life, I understand. But we are in no ways actually like condensed down, and I really feel like I have some room to narrow it down, to really narrow it down. This is the time for harder decisions, I feel like. Like, I know which ones I really like, and now I can kind of see what's similar between what I do like, and that can hopefully help me kind of, you know, determine. We know I love this BK Beauty brush specifically, and I'm also, I know there's like a shorter, like the travel size. I'm also gonna keep the travel size whenever I find it. That being said, it makes me not want to keep this Kaleidos one because I feel like I kind of do the same thing with it and I could just wash my brushes. So I'm gonna let that go. I also love this one for concealer, I already mentioned. I love this REFERRAL brush for blush, I really do. This is my foundation brush. This powder I really quite love, and it's kind of doing that bulbous thing. Maybe I don't need these bigger brushes. I'm gonna let these go, and I'm just gonna, this is enough, especially because I'm not packing on powder as much as I even used to. Like, I don't need these. These are gonna go. The other kind of big BK Beauty brush I have here, this one's more flat top, it's more dense. I like to like press powder in my skin with this, so I'm gonna keep that. And I'm just gonna let go. I'm gonna let go of these powder brushes. I don't need them. Okay, say it again. Let's see what powder brushes I do have though. These all feel so similar. So I kind of just want to know, like, what are the names of these? How many duplicates are actually here? This is the 107 Travel, the 111. This is the 101. I do like this. Sometimes I use this for foundation lately, and I do really like that. So for sure, keeping that. And I do like having the travel set. Okay, wait, 101. Okay, this is the travel size. 111, 107, 111. These are like the actual same brush. So maybe I can pass on one of these to my friends just because I don't need two of the exact same brush. Like there's not one that's travel or not. So, and I mean, this is a nice one. I like using this for powder also, but I don't think I need both, especially because they're bigger and they just take up space. 107 travel, 109. I also love the 109. This one's really good. Also for foundation, it's like a smaller version of this 101 almost, and it's also a little less dense, which I like. Oh, look, 107, 107 travel. I'm gonna keep both of those. The 104, the 103, we'll keep those. I love this brush. This is one of my favorites, so I think I have two here. Yeah, the 113. This I like to do for foundation, especially when I want a light kind of wispy application. So I love those. I'm gonna keep both, even though they're the same brush, because I really do like that one. I have a 109 here. This is already, don't I already have it? Okay, I can pass on one of the 109s, just so it just can get confusing, especially if it's not like a brush I use the absolute most. Like, you guys know I love the angled brush. I have like 3 of those. I like bought more because I love it. That's worth it to me. This one, again, beautiful brush. I just don't feel like I need doubles. Love this one though, the 112. So good for highlighter, even like a small blush, even a little bit of contour, nice and small. The 110 and the 110, I'm gonna get rid of one of the 110s. I just don't need duplicates of those. And that will also just get rid of so much. This is the 108, I'll keep that. I'm gonna keep 2 of these ones because I do like this one enough. Okay, and then the 108, I don't think I have the 108. It's different than the 110, just barely. So we'll keep that. Okay, that really helped. I was able to do something. Okay, let's see Angie Hot and Flashy stuff. This is, what is this one? The A101. Oh, this is the small brush. I'm gonna keep both of those. I almost feel like I must have decluttered some of the Angie Hot and Flashy ones at some point and they really actually are gone because I definitely don't have that full set for some reason. My REFERRAL brushes, like I said, I'm gonna keep. I love my angled blush brush. I love my fan brush. It's the only like true fan brush I have. Oh, this I'm keeping. This is kind of a weird one. It's like a flat top, but it's small. So I like keeping it because you can do like a contour. I don't know. I feel like it's a very unique shape. I always keep it. I added in the What's Up Beauty, but these are just really nice natural hair brushes. So I'm keeping all those. I just don't think I need these duo fibers. I'm just not using them very much. And if I really feel like I want to get back into it, I can like explore that then. I think I'm gonna let those go. I also feel like I can let the powder well, I do like that for blush, but I feel like this shape is pretty similar. Yeah, I'm gonna let go of this one. I'm gonna let go of this one from Sigma. I love this brush from Sigma, the Powder Sculpt. I like using this for like a soft, it's like that one I was talking about. It's like the ColourPop one, but just not quite as fanned out. I don't think I need to bring this back in. I know it's a unique shape, but I don't need it. I love this still. I'm also keeping the Rare Beauty because I bought that to use with the highlighters. I'm gonna keep it. These from Odin's I do love. I do really like them. They're so soft, so nice. I think I'm gonna let go though. Just because, again, it's just like, it's too much clutter to keep every little brush. I gotta let it go. Love this highlighter brush. The tapered ones, I feel like I'm gonna keep this tapered highlighter. I'm not gonna keep this because it's similar to like the real hair brushes I have. Hold on, let me go get my door. All right, we're to a pretty narrowed down situation here. I love this bronzer brush. I love this bronzer brush. Those are staying. I'm keeping, I guess I can let this go. I'm just keeping it because, so that can go. I love this. I want to keep these because they're for the products, and I feel like sometimes you need these brushes for the cream products from Phytosurgeons, but I don't know. I like this one for blush. Sometimes I'll use it for like a more intense powder blush. What am I saying? A more intense powder blush, like a red one or something. But I feel like, do I have something that does this? I might keep that one. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one though, and I'm gonna keep these. So, okay, it's a little better. And now for the eye brushes. I almost hate that I've had to go through it so many times, but I really feel like it's almost like you have a big sifter, then you have a more fine sifter, then you have an even finer sifter. Like that's how, when it's so much, it's sometimes just the way it has to go. I'm gonna try to be harsh because again, like, does it even look like I decluttered? Like, this would be someone being like, oh my gosh, I have too many brushes. And it's like, this is after I have this entire thing full of giveaway. And it's like thick. It's not even one layer. Getting rid of this. It's a good brush. I hope someone else loves it. Easy. I know I'm gonna keep all my Singe beauty brushes because I only have one set of each. I wanna keep those. So that was easy. With my What's Up Beauty, I also really quite love these. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just keep all of them. I'm gonna make sure I don't have duplicates. I really don't think I do. I think I just have probably the full line, but there's some really good, what is this? Pencil brushes. There's two. That one's like more pointed. This one's a little bit more chubby. The R107. This one's the R101, 105, 106, 111, 112, 109, 110. I'm just making sure I don't have any duplicates, even though I think I would keep them. 103, 104, 108, and 102. I think I have two 108s for some reason. No, I don't. Okay, keeping all those. And it reminds me, I have some really good shapes here. So for things that I'm kind of questioning, I can probably get rid of. I think a lot of the Sigma eye brushes that I'm on the fence about are gonna have to go. But we can do Refer. I love this Refer domed brush. I love the Refer like blending brushes. This flat one, so good. Love this, love that, love this. This is tiny, this one's tiny. I really just do love those. So all those are staying. And I mean, even with just those, which I'm gonna obviously keep all my BK Beauty ones as well, I already have just such a great lineup, you know, I really do. Here's one of my angled, here's one of my angles. Obviously I'm keeping these. Where's my other one? I know I have a third one because I bought two during, oh, here it is, okay. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm in love and I'm obsessed. Okay, keeping those obvi. Oh, this is a Refer, but it needs to be cleaned bad. All right, so that's pretty good. I think I can get rid of all of my no name that I just am like, oh, it's so good. Like the Bodyography, it's not no name, but you know what I'm saying? Like, these are great brushes. I know I have like ties to them because I've just had them so long in my collection, but I feel comfortable getting rid of them. Same with the Sigma angle. I just don't think I need that. This one from Alter Ego, I do really love that shape though. I feel like that is such a unique little tiny lash line brush. I do like that. I'm gonna keep it. This Suva Beauty, I don't know, maybe I'll experiment. I'm gonna keep it. It's so tiny. It can't hurt, right? It can't hurt. Another Sigma angle, that's gonna go. Oh, I found a Refer hiding, that's staying. I already mentioned I like these two for concealer, those are gonna stay. Let's go through my actual BK Beauty brushes. I'm gonna get all the red line first, which is like the core line. This is the 201. It looks like the only brush of its type. This is a 212, this is a 212, but those are the types of brushes I do like. Is this a 212 also? That's a 202. This is a 202 Travel. I feel pretty good about keeping all those. Love this little pencil brush moment. This is the 210. I have two of those, so that lets me know I'm probably gonna let go of a couple pencil brushes from Sigma. Again, I can just clean them. Even if it's a quick clean, you know, like just clean it off. The angle brushes, I really like using these for like powder on my brow bone. So I'm keeping that. Love these little like almost a smudger brush, but this one's a true smudger. The 204 is really great. 209. And this is what, 209 also. Love the 209, keeping those. I'm telling you, they just really nailed some of these shapes. Like this, it's so good for packing on color in a small area. Sometimes these types of brushes are just too big. So 207 Travel and the regular 207. This is a 203. This is a 206. A Travel 203, and then these seem like the same. Yeah, two 211s. And I feel like these are just so, all of those along with the other brushes feel like such a good move. I'm gonna keep the Persona like I already said, but now we still have even more BK Beauty. I forgot the Angie Hot and Flashy stuff. Maybe there are only a couple face brushes with the Angie Hot and Flashy, but I feel like I would have one in the large. Anyway, okay, we don't need to get into it. This shape I don't normally use, but it's the only concealer shape type brush I have, so I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep all of these, and this is where I'm really gonna, I don't know, be good with these hopefully. Okay, these are both kind of concealer type brushes. I have the one from BK Beauty that I like better because it's softer edges. This has more of like a harsh edge on it. So I'm gonna get rid of this. This one's more like a finger though, and I do like how that one also applies concealer. So I'm gonna keep that. I think I can, it is so hard for me, these little pencil brushes, I'm telling you, but I can let those go. I love how tiny this brush is from Sigma. This is the Precision Firm Blender. I kind of like it. I also like this little detailed one. There's something about it, different shape than I'm used to seeing. This e.l.f. one can go. I'm gonna keep the Patrick Ta. I don't feel like I need the large shader. I really don't feel like I need that. I also don't feel like I really need this big blending brush. I don't need this one. I don't need this one. I do want to keep this little mini winged liner from Sigma. I love this little tiny detailed diffused crease. I want to say these might have been with the Angela Bright collection. She had some really good brushes, I felt like, in her bundle with Sigma. This is the classic E40. Like, this is my old E40 that these are also E40s, and it's like, what? They're not even like the same size. So I'm gonna get rid of the other. I think these are all E40s. I'm gonna pass those on, but this also says E40, but this is my old brush, I'm telling you. You can even see obviously color-wise, but even with use, like I've definitely used these. Oh my gosh, I hope that all wasn't out of focus, but you can see the kind of difference in size, I feel like. Let me zoom in so it has something to focus on. So I'm gonna let go of all three of those. This is the diffused blend. I do kind of like that. The detailed buffer, I definitely use that one. And this one's the firm shader. I might just keep these just to do it, because I like the shapes. I don't know how to explain it, even though I know I have an insane amount, but yeah, I'm gonna keep those. I felt like that's pretty good. I feel pretty good about that. I'm just gonna do an aerial view, so I hope you don't mind, but I hope I can get all this into one. If it could all fit into the spinner, even if I don't keep them all in the spinner at the same time, I would feel beyond stoked for that. Even with getting rid of all of those, I mean, look how many amazing, beautiful brushes I have here. I mean, let's be real, I could still do my freaking eye makeup how many times without actually having to even wash a brush? Like, still too long, honestly, still too long. Okay, all right, that's pretty full. So they don't quite fit, but the only brushes that don't literally are these three. These little short guys. Other than that, literally all of the brushes that and they could fit. I could force them. Watch, I'll prove it. Look at that. Even my little palette knives. It all fits if it had to, which I don't want this to be how packed it is because it's not really functional, but just when I think of the volume, this is just so nice. I'm getting rid of probably double that in this box. I mean, it's just so many. I don't even think this would fit in the gallon bag again. So lots of brush cleaning to do, but very, very happy with this. And I'm truly going to make sure that I can give these to my mom when she comes out, because she's coming out very soon. That's part of what is making this declutter happen. And she's going to take these babies home, okay? They are not staying around. I'm not putting them in a bag. I'm not hiding them in a drawer. It's not happening. They are going out of my house. You guys, we're actually going to move skincare into its own video, so be on the lookout. I'm hoping to film that very soon. I feel like this video is long enough probably already. I know you guys love long videos, but the lawn people are coming, and honestly, it's been kind of a lot. I feel a little tuckered out, and I want to come with some fresh eyes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Little preview here. I'll also leave a little clip. Preview coming, so definitely stay tuned for that declutter. And like I mentioned, I'll have some of my makeup ones coming by the end of the year. There's definitely going to be a big shebang. I think there's even going to be some declutters over on the fragrance channel. So we have some stuff coming up. I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.